Hey, how you doing?
Hi, what's up? I just woke up from a nap, so I might feel a little groggy. I overslept.
Gotcha. No biggie.
Yeah, my fiance comes in, wakes me up, and goes, "Isn't it your melee thing tonight?" And it was like 6:56. No way.
It
But
happens.
I'm here. Okay. About the replay thing, real quick.
Yeah.
I don't have any like tournament footage. I'm probably the most casual person to ever book a session.
Oh, that's fine. I don't even think tournament sets are always the best thing to look at.
Perfect. I just picked some like recent net play and like when my buddy comes over and we play. I picked
Gotcha.
those. I just have two right now. I don't know. Like we
That's perfect.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'll just
normally what I do is I will do the first one really in depth, and then the second one we sort of go through more quickly and just make sure you can like identify all the stuff we went over.
Alrighty, sounds good. I'm gonna drop those in right now and then I'm gonna go grab my notebook.
Okay.
Be right back. Yeah, I work morning shifts. I'm up at 5 a.m. every day, and by the time 7 comes around playing Melee, I'm usually on like airplane mode or whatever, so I wanted to try to rest up before the big event.
Yeah, I used to work super early mornings. It's the worst.
Actually, oh,
I'm
okay.
recording this, by the way, so you can definitely still take notes if you prefer, but it'll be uploaded, and that way you can refer back to it that way as well.
Okay, I'll try my best to not make a clown of myself.
Oh, that's fine. If you want it private after, you can just let me know.
All right. All right, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen with you,
Good.
and then I'm just gonna watch a bit just to get a feel for your level and like your general style, and then we'll go back through it. Are both of
Okay.
these Falco versus Falcon?
No, I think the other one's a fox. I was playing a fox.
Okay,
Yeah, I picked one where I won and one where I lost. That's the only thing I really looked at.
gotcha. Yeah, we can just maybe do a little of both matchups then. Generally, I try to be matchup focused, um, but we'll just play it by ear.
Okay.
And you can see my cursor moving, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh shoot. Let me change my volume real quick.
Oh, see, I wouldn't have picked it if I knew I had that.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you like to be kind of aggressive, more so than
Um,
laser heavy?
yeah, I hold forward a lot. I
Okay.
actually, yeah, the laser thing, I'll talk about that after.
Yeah, I just find most Falcos fall into like one or two camps for that. Like they either shoot a lot of lasers or they don't shoot any,
Yeah,
and like both can have their issues. Oh, that was sick.
I tried to be sick. That's another thing. I try to be cool sometimes, but I usually end up paying the price. Yep. Here we are.
Okay. I mean, I guess it's almost over. Yeah, SD's, I guess.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, see,
Let's
I
go.
panicked about the like selecting replays. I was like, oh, I don't have tournament stuff. I was like, I'm just gonna pick net play.
All good.
Yeah, that's my bad.
There's still plenty we can go over. Okay. So biggest thing versus Falcon is he's a very jump heavy character. So like when you're both on the ground, let's get. So you're both on the ground. One sec. So like when you're at this distance or whatever, Falcon wants to like generally approach with aerials, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he has a good ground approach with grab, but other than like a run up grab, he's not gonna really like running dash attack or running up smash like a Fox might. He doesn't have a dash attack like a Martha Sheik. So he's very aerial based, and because of that, shooting high lasers is really good. So just as a foundational thing in this matchup, you want to be shooting high lasers to stuff Falcon, like either prevent him from jumping in the first place, or if he does get his jump out, you want to hit him out of the air with the high laser.
Right. Okay.
Does that all make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the other thing about this matchup is, like obviously both characters punish each other super hard, so you really need to make sure you're not only comboing efficiently to rack up damage, but when you get him towards the edge, you need to be finishing the edge guards, because Falco's really good at edge guarding Falcon, but it can be hard in certain spots.
Yeah. I definitely. Yeah. Sometimes it can be. I watch people do it and they make it look so easy, and sometimes I keep letting a Captain Falcon get back.
Yeah, and it can actually be really weird when you play a better Falcon player. They're somehow better at recovering, even though it's like they're just doing up B. How can it be that much different?
Yeah, no, for sure. I've played S2J and stuff, and I mean, well, we're talking, apples and oranges. This guy compared to S2J, but like,
Yeah, I mean, I played S2J in like a quick best of three, and he just obliterated me
yeah, I got
just like a month ago.
yeah, Chet roasted me because I got 8 stocked before I took a stock from him, But it was a good learning experience because he showed me just how many mix-ups there can be
For sure.
for Captain Falcon.
You said you were going to say something about lasers.
Oh
Do you
yeah,
remember what that was?
it's not that I don't want to shoot more lasers. It's actually a bad habit. I first started playing Melee super casually with my younger cousin, and he used to get really mad at lasers to the point where he wouldn't play me. And
Right.
he's 19 now. He's still a crybaby. We still play Melee, but oh no, I can't show him this, Jake. I'm sorry. So I just don't shoot lasers, and again, I'm casual, and I just need to get it out of my head that because I want the game to be fun for everybody, so
Sure.
I actually don't shoot as many lasers because of that. In tournament, like it's a little different, like I'll shoot more, but still, like in the back of my head, I'm like, I don't want to be lame, which
Yeah, I mean, if your goal with Melee is to like just enjoy the game and you want to play on the more aggressive end, you can definitely do that with Falco. It's just going to be stuff like you're going to establish the laser control. Like if you want to be good with him, you obviously still need a laser, but it'll be more
right.
like once you get laser control established, then you can do like aggressive options off of that. So like more laser
I,
into like dash dance, which is what sort of that's sort of what Mango does, which is why people, even though he lasers a decent amount, people perceive it as aggressive because he does laser and then he does like dash dance approach.
yeah, no, that man, I never got that. That man lasers a lot, I
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah,
But
people don't really understand it. I think they just like hear what other people tell them, but
oh, Melee community is definitely an echo chamber.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I if I'm gonna be playing this way, then I definitely I like the mix-ups, the mix-ups that can come out of not shooting as many lasers,
Hmm.
but I definitely want to shoot more. I need to. I want to shoot more. I
Okay.
never planned to be like super competitive, but I feel like I've played the game enough now where I don't even live by a melee scene, but hopefully soon I will, and I want to be semi-competitive, so I'm
Gotcha.
definitely gonna shoot more lasers.
Yeah, if you're gonna when you focus on shooting more, definitely focus on the high lasers. You actually want to press like uh, X or Y, whatever you use to jump. After you press the jump button, you want to press B like right as you leave the ground, and that way, even if you fast fall as soon as possible, you'll still get a high laser. So
Okay.
that's a good specific thing you can practice. And then when you're doing that in game, it makes sure that all of your lasers are the correct height.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Sometimes I do it too fast, and my I hear the gun sound, but the laser doesn't even come out. Like
Oh,
sometimes, like
yeah,
I
that's because
yeah.
you're actually hitting B too slowly, not because you're fast falling
Is
too
it?
too early.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you press B as you're rising up, then you can still get the high laser even if you fast fall as soon as possible.
Okay.
So that's actually how you want to think of it, and that's a common misconception people have is like, oh, I fast fell too early and my laser didn't come out, but it's actually that they pressed B too late. That's how you want to think of it.
Okay. All right.
And
There
just
we go.
another thing, I forgot to mention another ground option Falcon has is to Raptor Boost. So like Raptor Boost and Run Up Grab are the only two things you'll really see Falcons doing to get under your lasers.
Yeah. I yeah, I think I tried to dash back on a Raptor boost in this game. That's another thing with Falco. I a lot of the times I try to dash away on reaction, but like yo, his dash just it's not enough. Should
Yeah,
I
so one useful thing
just
you can
full
do
hop?
if you think they're gonna, like, let's say you don't want to shield because you think they might run up grab, but then you also want to dash back in case they attack. One thing you can do to sort of hedge your bets is to dash back like a little bit. So dash back enough to avoid their grab, and then shield right after. So if they attack, you don't get hit, and that kind of defends against both.
See, I don't think I've ever done that in my life.
Yeah, it's a pretty like unintuitive thing, but once you try it, you'll see it work, and you'll be like, oh, he whiffed a grab right here, and I'm shielding like just outside of his range. Because like
Yeah,
you're basically covering his two options that he's thinking.
yeah. See, stuff like that, like I need to do that. I've never done that. Like run up shield, dash back shield. I've never done. I know about them and I watch people do it, but I've never done it.
Yeah,
I hope
I
you
just
do it there.
consider
And
that
like,
like it's all under the umbrella of like proactive shielding, as opposed to reactive shielding, where like you're using your shield as a tool to like make them uncomfortable. And that's
yeah,
something Mango also does a lot. He'll do run up shield, and like they'll hit his shield and be just fine, but it puts them in a predicament where they feel like they have to like maybe they have to retreat after they hit his shield.
yeah, yeah. People roll all the time after that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
But
Okay.
anyway, I just wanted to get a few things out there just so we had a general framework. Oh, here we see
Yeah.
it does rapid boost right here. So let's see. Yeah.
All right. Short hop.
So you actually did the perfect thing with the short hop, but you just have to react to raptor boost there. It should be reactable. So like when you're doing this short hop, it looks like you're expecting him to approach, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think this was just a matter of not reacting
Having
in
an
time.
aerial out. Yeah.
Okay, and then he kills himself.
Yeah.
Okay. So another important concept that people don't talk about a lot is respawn invul. So like when your opponent's coming back or when you're coming back, how to deal with the invul is actually really important, especially with Falco, because like a lot of characters can just like run around really fast, or like Peach and Puff can float off stage, and Marth and Sheik can ledge stall. But Falco, along with like a couple other characters, actually has to like be tricky on the stage generally. I mean, you can still use the ledge, but it's riskier, obviously.
Yeah.
So what one thing to keep in mind when you're respawning versus or when you're playing Falcon's respawn, I think using plats can be okay, especially how you did up here. And like if you wanted a light shield here, I think that would work. But you do have to be careful of his up air, because that's like the best opener he can get at this point would be like at 57%. If he got an up air knee or whatever, or up
Yeah.
air knee, or even just carried you off stage with up airs, all of those would be really bad for you. So just something to keep in mind when he's respawning. If you're going to use the plats, you really want to avoid that up air, because you see like he almost got it on you.
Yeah, damn, yeah.
Okay, that was perfect. So I think that was mostly fine. You laser him coming off the plat, which is good. If you were a little faster, I think you could have actually hit confirm this into a shuffled nair. Yeah, so like you waited a few frames and then you dashed back. So just like whenever you shoot a laser, in anticipation of them like running off or jumping into it or whatever, you want to try and react to whether it hits them or not.
Yeah, I think I got scared. I think I get scared sometimes.
I think it happens where like you were afraid of the runoff up air or something, right? So you see him up here, you know he wants to do the runoff up air, so you shoot the laser to protect yourself, but then you kind of like didn't trust your laser. That's what it seems like anyway.
Yeah, so, or that I thought he'd be actionable. Like I thought it hit high enough where I thought he'd be actionable again, and then I just catch like a knee, like him coming down with a knee or something.
Yeah, he could do take laser up air. It's actually pretty rare among Falcons, but like Marths will definitely forward air here.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So if that's why you dash back, I think that's perfectly fine then. To dash back for the like take laser up air, and then just move back into pounce on his landing. I think that's fine. I guess I would just say you gave him too much space with that. Like if you just wanted to outspace that really quick, like with a quick dash dance, because you can see like if he up aired, it would already be out here. You shouldn't really go much further than where you are now, but you keep going.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I need to just dash dance there.
Yeah, just visualize his threat range. So as soon as he gets hit by that laser, his threat range is the take laser up air range, right? And he can't attack any further.
Yeah, I need to keep the pressure on.
Okay. Okay, what did he do? Double jump stomp? Yeah, so he ran up and did immediate double jump. So another important concept versus Falcon is to react to his jumps. So this applies during respawn invul. What happens a lot is Falcons will come down to the ground, and you'll be like moving around on the ground, and then he'll jump and knee at you, or jumping stomp. And you can just react to his aerials startup because those moves are so laggy. So like in this instance, you can see you're actionable now. You should be like reacting to what's happening with your laser, right? So at this point, you'd be recognizing, oh, he's way over my aerial, or over my laser, and he's doing this aerial. So you can see you could have just like, if you react here with shield, you're totally fine. So
yeah,
reaction is just really huge.
Yeah, I was crouching for so long, like
I think
don't know if
you like waited after the laser and then you jumped. I think that's what it was. So like this is just a crouch, like you said, and then that's a jump squat. So it actually changed. So
I was like, there's no way I'm trying to like crouch cancel stomp. Right?
I mean, maybe you were trying to like wave dash out of the way, but at that point you had to shield. Alright, so now we are on your invul. The big thing you want to do here is try to pin him down with lasers, which can be hard because Falcon's really fast. And then after shooting like one, maybe two lasers, then you go for like your one attack read. And if you don't get an opening, you just want to make sure you always end your invul in a good position. So you don't want to, if your invul is running out, you don't want to attack into the corner, because then if he like rolls in right when you attack, now you're in the corner and you're vulnerable again.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we'll see. So yeah, what you did was fine. I would say like don't full hop. That was the one part. So this is basically what I just described, but instead of going into the corner, you used up the rest of your invul doing the laser.
Yeah.
Right? And you wanted a laser because you thought maybe he'd go up here, but you're not going to get anything off that laser anyway, right?
True. Yeah, wasted movement and stuff like that I think is big with me too.
So instead you could imagine like, okay, you drop down, You're sort of like looking for something over here. It doesn't come up, and then you say like even if he's going to land on the top plat, you would rather just hold the ground than like go up and chase him, because your invul's running out. That's what my mentality would be.
No, that completely makes sense.
This was a good crouch cancel. Though you do need to be careful about stomp here. So
Yeah,
because if
yeah.
I think a more experienced Falcon might have stomped because they know you're at 0. But yeah, just something to keep in mind. It's also, I'm curious if you do that a lot, because that's the second time you just sort of like crouched underneath him. So
I am a dirty down holder.
okay, yeah, you'll want to be very careful against Falcon doing that.
And yeah, good players check me on that.
Yeah. Okay, so you get the shine. So you miss your wave shine, or maybe you didn't try to, but that's what you should be doing here, is wave shining towards the direction you hit him. Looks like you got it the second time, so you probably know. So like, if you get a wave shine here, it's a big deal because you get another down air. But because you didn't do that, you kind of like get this random connector shine, just to like keep it going. And now he's like already close to the ledge. So once he's this close to the ledge, you could go for like a jump shine here, jump shine waveland onto the side plat.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably your best bet, because your goal is really just to build damage here. Falcon at 29, it's too hard to push him off stage and start an edge guard. So you really want to get like just like way more percent. I'd say at least 70. Like, because even if he's like at 50 and you're hitting him off stage, he's not gonna go very far. So like you go for a back of there. Let me see if you could have even gotten that shine we talked about. Yeah, if you were a little faster, you could have gotten it. If you aren't sure you can get anything, the big thing is not to put yourself in a bad position. So you can see like after this full hop, you're like committed to this for a bunch of time, and now he gets to grab ledge and ledge hop up air. But he didn't. So you got a little lucky there. But you can just see, just watch from Falcon's end, and just watch like when he grabs ledge, how he could have attacked you. See how like if he didn't ledge jump, he could have hit you.
Yeah.
So that's why you want to avoid these full hops, unless you're like either sure you're going to hit them, or if you're drifting in a way that's safe. So if he's on the side plat and you do a full hop bear to the top plat, I'm more okay with that one. But full hop bearing above the ledge, and then it's like, well, you missed, and now you're in a bad position.
That dare was atrocious.
That's okay. So he's doing another double jump stomp. You correctly dodge it. Yeah, it was just an early dare. The actual dare choice was fine.
Right, yeah, the time, yeah.
Yeah, I would say if you ever feel like you're not going to get there in time, so if you're paying attention to his lag and you go, oh, I'm too far away. So that's one thing, is like, this is the same as before where you dash too far away.
Yeah.
But if you recognize that, when you reapproach, so like you can see he's coming out of lag, like you can probably tell at this point that you're not going to make it in time with the down air. And that's probably why you did the early down airs, because you wanted to hit him. But if you realize you're going to be late, what you can do instead is approaching laser, because if you get like a laser on the shield real close, you have tons of frame advantage.
Yeah, laser grab, could even shine grab. Or
Yep, laser shine grab, all that stuff is amazing. Or you can even just laser shine and then do another laser shine. That's something Mango likes to do. Because like maybe you catch him rolling and then you pressure that. So there's a lot of options once you get that initial shield pressure started. Okay, and then you do another laser after he rolls. So you get this laser, but then you kind of give up your control. So this is like a trend that we're already seeing, right? Where you're getting a laser. This is the great spacing for you, because I mean, he could do like a nair or something to try to stuff you coming in, So the dash back isn't terrible, but you want to be looking for him to do the nair if that's what you're expecting. So maybe like wait for the nair and then back air right here. Like dash back, turn around, back air.
Yeah, I gotta hold my ground more.
Yeah, because you can see like you dash back with the laser, but it's like if he had done an approach after this first laser hits, then he'd actually hit you. Because the thing about Falcon's approaching, or like retreating against Falcon, unless you're retreating all the way outside of his near range, I literally
Yeah.
can't go because the screen isn't long enough. Like
Right.
that's just
Yeah.
how ridiculous he is. He could just short hop nair all the way across the stage.
Yep.
So if you're not retreating all the way outside of that range, which I wouldn't even recommend most of the time, but unless you're doing that, this approach isn't really, or this retreat isn't really doing anything for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Completely. Yeah.
So like if you were inside his near range, I'd say this is fine to retreat outside of his immediate near range, but you're not really retreating out of his dash near range at this point. Like
Yeah. Most of the
whether you're
stages
here or
was
here, you're going to get hit by it.
exactly. Yeah.
So what I'd rather see is like kind of what you said, just holding your ground more. So you got a laser at this great range. You're outside of nair range, which is the big thing. So if he decides to shield this laser and then nair out shield, unless he like does a drift in, he's not gonna really be able to hit you. And then even then, it would like be right at his tippy toe, and you could like at least hold down.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay, so you mostly did this edge guard, right? The big
These
thing with
full
Falcon,
hops.
yeah, the big thing with Falcon is you want to meet him at the peak of his up B because that's when his like drift options open up. So like before he gets to the peak of his up B, he can't really like pull back or go really fast forward. So you can see like you jumped too early there, but then you fast fell back down. But like I would be hitting Falcon right here.
Yeah.
So just imagine if you like had stayed on the ground. So stay grounded. There's no reason to jump yet. You want to see where he's going, and it's important to recognize he can't make it with his double jump, right?
Right.
So you watch for the double jump, and then as soon as he starts the up B, where's the peak of his jump? You know it's going to be here, right? Like unless he does like an immediate pullback after he starts his up B, in which case I don't even know if he would get to ledge.
Right.
So you only have to back air to like right here, and if he goes further back than that, he's just gonna die. So you have to like do that calculation of like what's like the most shallow up B he can do and still grab ledge, and then just spare that.
Gotcha.
So you can see like right here was his most vulnerable, and then after he gets to this point, you can see he starts to go forward, and he also could have pulled back. So you read correctly, but if you do the same back air over here, then you don't have to read him.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh. Okay. Flub, but I don't mind the
Yeah.
like waveland top plat again is pretty good on this stage because it's so high up, and you're also at a low percent. So definitely pay attention to your percent before you were at 54%. Last time you were like up on this platform. But at 29, the up air is way less risky. So if you're holding down or light shielding, he's not going to really do much damage with an up air at this percent. So it becomes more okay depending on your percent.
Here's the approach that every net play Falco does.
Yeah. So this is something you kind of just have to grind in Uncle Punch. I don't know if you like using that for
Oh,
practice.
every day. I
Oh,
love
okay.
it.
Yeah, so I would do the attack on shield training drill.
Yeah, I do. I just sometimes in game I just like I forget and I throw out these disgusting really early dares with like a not optimal L cancel timing.
Gotcha.
I just gotta. That's one thing I do know I do. I just have to.
Yeah, I think a lot of the reason players do the early aerials in actual games when they've practiced it is some element of fear. Like they're worried they won't be protected because it feels scary when you're just like jumping in and you're not throwing out a hitbox until you're right on top of them.
Yeah.
So maybe just like play some unranked games and just say, okay, I don't even care if I get hit. I'm just gonna make sure I only do late aerials, just to
Yeah.
like teach your brain that like it's actually not risky, or not as risky as you think. There is some risk, but it's better than getting shield grabbed all the time. And I mean, I
My
still have
God.
this problem
Yes.
myself where sometimes I get a little afraid and I like throw out the early aerial instead, or it can be
It's
like you want the punish, so you get a little too eager. It can be both of those.
yeah. It's probably because I'm scared. I think we've established I have this like fear complex going
Mm-hmm.
on
It's
with.
really common. Nice. So that was good. Did a nice little dash chance in the corner here. You didn't like spot dodge or anything. Nice dash chance. Called him out doing the nair. Converted the shine. Okay.
Then full hop.
Okay. Do you know if you meant to full hop?
I'm gonna go with probably not.
Okay.
But what I think I recognize that I did fast enough to like do the waveland like falling up air,
Gotcha.
which
Yeah,
I'm
so if
proud
you
of.
just tried to waveland forward or a wave dash forward after the shine, obviously you have tons of options. You can like jump shine him and then waveland on the top plat.
That's
Um,
probably what I'd do if I'm thinking right now. That's probably
okay.
most of the time. That's
The
what
only
I
other
try.
thing I could think of is like short hop up air on the left side of his body, and then he goes to the right and you can kind of carry him off. But yeah, I think the shine is the most consistent thing. That up air was so sick.
I wish I got a strong hit, or at least like a weak enough hit to like up tilt or something.
Wait, on the up air?
Yeah, like actually like, so I got the weak hit. Is
Well,
this
up air doesn't have a
him?
weak hit.
It doesn't. So it's just first hit. Is that what I?
Well, yeah, there's a first and second hit. So actually, if you got the first hit, which like doesn't send them anywhere, you might have been able to combo into shine.
Yeah. Oh, so I got second hit
Yeah,
there.
you got the second
I
hit, so you can see he got popped up. It's just Falco's up air is really weak and Falcon's really fat.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And then we see another early aerial, right? So that's I think three times now where you've had him in the mix, like you were just destroying him, and then you kind of just gave him a freebie. So if you can really break that habit, you'll notice your results change pretty drastically. Because these are situations where you should be getting tons of damage and combos and edge guards, and instead they're getting it. So it's
Explains
like a
why I
two
have
stock
a shield
swing.
problem.
Oh, okay. Okay, so do that. That's annoying. I hate Falcon. I would have liked if you did your dash dance that you did on the other side, right? Instead of the roll.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's understandable because you could have just like went for a run up grab, but you did it last time, so a dash dance there definitely would have been good. Okay, so here your ledge option is slow, so that's like the biggest problem. If you're ever not sure what to do, you have to pick something. You know what I mean? Like it's better
Yeah.
to even just like go for a ledge stall. Um, so I'd rather just see you like side B stall because unless he does like a dash attack or something crazy, or like a preemptive nair or stomp at the ledge, unless he does that, the ledge stall is relatively safe. So you can see like after you do the side B, so you know he's like not close enough to punish. Maybe he could down tilt. I don't think so. I don't think it would reach the actual stall because you go further out. So I would do a ledge stall here, and then like you can like during
React.
that. Sorry.
And then like react to what he does,
Yeah,
or
it buys
I,
you
I
time to like pay attention to what he's doing because now he's
uh,
going to choose an option, and in this case he jumps, and then maybe you like ledge hop double laser him or something, or ledge hop side B through him because he can't really do much about it.
okay.
I think even this one was slow, so you might need to work on that in general, just like letting go quickly. So right here, this is you can let go on the next frame.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it was 6 or 7 frames before you let go. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're using
Oh,
your ledge intangibility, it matters a lot.
Yeah, no, big time.
Plus, you want to like hit him quicker. So because like he's landing from this, so if you ledge hop double laser right away, maybe you prevent him from doing this turnaround. And then if he can't turn around, well, now he doesn't have his nair or grab in this case.
Yeah, I wish that first laser. If I did that first laser correctly, it would have. I think it would have hit him. And
Yeah, I
he
mean, I
wouldn't
think you did it high, right? It's
Yeah,
okay to shoot one high and then one low, because like I said, Falcon's very aerial heavy. So if he like knees into the corner, you want to have yourself at least covered a little from that. Um, but I mean, even after this, like, so because he's turned around now, um, I don't blame you for moving forward. Let me see. Do you just run through? Yeah, I mean, I think you really had to go for like an immediate aerial if you're going to move forward, because you need to like stuff his nair and beat this grab. Does that make sense?
yeah,
The other option would be to like choose a less aggressive option like waveland onto the side plat or even
yeah.
full hop
That's what
up
my
high
brain's
and
telling me
side B.
now. Yeah,
Yeah, those options would be okay. Or even like wave dashing back to ledge if you're just like if you are scared of nair. I think those are all okay. But the one thing you can't do is like try to run through him because that's gonna lose to a lot of his stuff. Like
okay.
if you're going to move forward, you need to get the hitbox out, and you can even just do like an early nair here, because as long as you're crossing him up, you don't have to worry about the shield grab. And then once you cross him up, you can shield behind him, because then it's like okay, maybe he does a stomp out of shield, but you'll get your shield up in time.
Yeah, so what exactly? Okay.
Hmm. And then at least then you're out of the corner. So that should kind of be your goal here. It's not to like run up, grab him or whatever.
Excuse-
You're not trying to get hit necessarily. Nice. Okay. So you've been doing this every time, but it's been working.
Yeah.
So I don't really blame you. Just be careful. And again, we're at 95, and now you're
Oh
double
yeah.
jumping. So you wave landed off, and like you're dodging this, so it worked out. But just be aware of how risky this was. If he like spaces up air even just a little differently, you get hit up here, and then he combos into another up air because it's Falcon, and he's a race
Yeah.
car man,
True.
and he just flies. Like it almost happened again, right?
Yeah, I used to get like a couple months ago, I get hit by that knee every time.
Yeah,
I realized if you just DI out, these net play Falcons do, they just kill themselves.
yeah.
If you full DI out, they
I
don't
think
hit
they're all
you.
trying to be none.
I think so, and it's not. He's a little bit more calculated than they think.
Yeah. So that was definitely good, like you said, to not jump right away. You did the shine stall, wait out the hitbox, and then boom.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
If
mean,
I
since we only had the one Falcon match, what did you think of that? Do you feel like that gives you some stuff to work on for the
Yeah,
Falcon?
no, I consider myself pretty good at like against Captain Falcon. I mean, I am playing Falco, but um no, I like the holding my space and recognizing threat range. Like that's something I don't know, I never like I know about it, but while I'm playing, I've never really thought about it.
Yeah, I think
And
most of the things we'll go over. I don't think there's something you can just like learn and then it'll just start happening. You have to kind of take them one at a time. And I like using unranked for this, but if you have a friend over, you can do that too. Like just spend like 10 to 15 games against your friend if they play Falcon, and just focus on like holding your ground for those 15 games, or however long you want to.
yeah,
And then, and,
to
sorry, go ahead.
I need to play more unranked. Sometimes I get this like phobia of unranked and like I know unranked like they're just friendlies, right? I don't know why some days I'm scared to play and I don't know why I let those like unranked games carry any weight. That's
Yeah, you
something
should just
I
smurf or
need to
something. That'll probably
I
make it better.
yeah, oh my god. Yeah,
Just change
maybe.
your
I don't
name to
know.
like random letters. But
Probably. I need
yeah,
to get over that.
The only reason I mention unranked is because it's really easy to like boot up an unranked game and practice one specific thing.
100%.
Um, but I also can do that and not really care about the result. And like most of the players are going to be worse than me. So if you, I mean, you seemed good enough that you probably do pretty well in unranked.
Yeah, I'd
But
say I do fairly well.
yeah, another alternative is like if you're in the Melee Online Discord, you can just go ask some of the lower ranks to play. So that's another option if you just like
Yeah,
wanted to get some quick practice and try out one new concept.
yeah, I just I need to just get over the whole thing. I don't know. Some days I want to play unranked, I just can't bring myself to do it, and it's like, yo, what the hell? It's
Yeah,
frustrating.
nah, I feel you.